I'm Natalie and this is James, and this is our home, Zephyr. We have been sailing around the world for the past 4 years, and now we have got a couple of stowaways on board. Meet Flint and Kira, two puppy Weimaraners that are joining the adventure. Subscribe and welcome to our channel, Sailing Zephyr. Good morning, happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween, everybody!
Well, by the time you guys get this, it will be like a week after, but anyway. Yeah. You just had something hanging.
It's also a doubly special day today.
Okay.
As Kira was saying, because it's also our anniversary today as well.
13 years.
Phew, lucky 13. So, but today's going to be a really fun day. We got such a busy day going. Oh, wait, sorry, no, there's something.
This is my first ever carving of a pumpkin.
Yeah, she's done an amazing job. Can you believe that? She's never, so in Spain it's not that common, but here in America and Canada, we love it.
Okay, so we got a ton of things planned, like you were saying, sorry.
Yeah.
We're gonna go trick-or-treating.
Which Nat has never done before.
No, well I have, but not in America, and not to this degree, so yeah. I'm very excited. But there's also some of our patrons, Dan and Peg, who they have been in quite a few videos of ours because they came to the Bahamas.
As part of our Zephyr Experience program.
Yeah, so I'll link that video in somehow in here so that you guys can take a look. But they are actually in the same bay as us right now. They're anchored right behind us. So we're gonna go and say hi, check out their boat, Dauntless, who they've done a ton of upgrades on, and like, it just looks amazing from all the photos we've received. So it's gonna be really good to get to see them and get to see their boat for the first time ever. And then we've got a ton of other stuff. You've got to deliver a boat.
Delivering another boat today, and then, yeah, and I gotta fix my crashed drone as well. I forgot about that. Yeah,
we crashed that at the farm. So we're still staying at the farm, as you can see. We're in a house. But our boat's just in the bay, so we're just gonna go and say hi, get some stuff off the boat, because it has gotten cold.
It is so windy and so cold. It's about 10 degrees Celsius for our metric friends, and I think it's like in the 50s for
it is
the Imperial
so cold.
folks.
So cold.
And I know the boat is gonna be so cold, but we're gonna grab the pups, jump in the dinghy, we're gonna hit our boat first, and then go meet our wonderful patrons, Dan and Peg.
Let's go. It is blown a hoolie. We have left the two, we're about to leave the two doggos here and go and see Dan and Peg. That's their boat over there. You can just see it over there. So we're gonna go and say hi. And as you can see, it is blowing, but we have very little fetch because it's coming from the north. And you can see just behind us there, the houses, so. That's good, but it's definitely very cold. All right, let's go and see these guys. You ready?
Yeah.
Look at these bikes. They're excellent.
How are you, Mama Bear?
Hello. Good to see you both.
Awesome?
Oh my goodness. Hey.
And you said it was.
Look at you. Change of hairstyle again.
God.
Hi Dan. How are you?
Good. Good to see you guys.
It's so good.
Wonderful.
Oh, so nice and warm.
It's nice.
It's lovely.
So this is all the new flooring.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh yeah, well.
Oh, look at this coming down. It's like luxurious.
Oh, it's a staircase. There's screens, but the screens actually kind of angle inward. So it's just, you're just
this is
constantly getting
excellent.
caught on them.
But I
So
love
you just
how
put them
it's
down.
not that, like, you know how ours is quite steep, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yours is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's like just normal steps, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're like normal steps.
Oh. From the storage room.
Yeah.
There's always one on a boat.
This
Okay.
is where the magic happens, isn't it? Wow.
Oh, there's a sink
You got a
in
little
here.
sink in- this is-
Wow.
That's a bed.
That's a bed.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Look at
I feel
that.
bad you guys slept in that room now.
In comparison to
This
this
is excellent.
palatial. Oh, so you kept the carpet in here.
Well, we
Is this
bought
new one?
this
Built
is a new
in
one.
chest of drawers there and there.
Oh, I can see why you wouldn't bother.
Look at all that
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
That's excellent. But I guess if you're on passage and either...
I'm Dan, this is Peg, and we are on our Freeport 41 catch, Islander Freeport 41 catch that we bought in 2019 when we saw her on the hard. We were planning to cruise on our 33-footer, but we saw this one and went, ooh, we could really live on that boat.
Yeah,
So
talked him into it.
yep, we bought it and we started getting ready to make our big adventure, which we are now on. And
The name is Dauntless.
the
by
name
way.
is Dauntless. The boat name is Dauntless. We were following Sailing Zephyr on YouTube, and we were getting ready. We were actually looking at charters. We thought, well, we need to charter something down there in the Bahamas before we take our boat all the way down there and discover that we hate it. So we were looking into that, and James and Nat put a thing out of inviting people to apply to come spend a week.
The Zephyr
Oh,
experience.
The
That's-
Zephyr, yes,
experience.
exactly. And I went, oh, we got to jump on that because we can only go during spring break.
Right. So we jumped on that, did that, told them all about ourselves and why we should come down and spend a week with them, and they picked us to come down and spend a week.
It was excellent.
It was wonderful.
It was great.
Right.
And I tell everybody, we weren't on your boat for 15 minutes before I said there is no way we are not bringing our own boat.
Right.
We were gonna do the loop, the Great Loop, and
Yeah.
all that, and with the side trip to the Bahamas. And after spending the week with you guys, we decided, let's just go down to the Bahamas.
So
We
that
don't-
became the trip. now.
that became
Yeah.
the
That
trip.
became
Not
Yeah.
the side trip.
That,
Right.
Not a side trip. We're going
Right.
to spend time because it's just so beautiful.
It-
Our son calls her a floating condo.
It's pretty comfy. in
It's
this
very, very comfortable.
Pretty comfy.
2 bedrooms, 2 baths. What
more do you need?
Right.
That's right.
We don't need any more. So
Oh.
we're just so glad you guys have had an opportunity to see
Yeah.
her.
I
Here we
know.
are.
And not in pictures.
I
I
think this is
know.
our first. This is the first boat of a patron and friends and anything that we've been on, isn't it?
I know.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
100 miles together for sure.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yay!
Several hundred miles together, I imagine. So.
Bye,
How
Dan.
about that?
So good to
this
see
is
you.
wonderful. Yeah, you. We'll share some
my
Come here,
hug?
Mama Bear.
Oh. What are you up to?
Yeah, so we've had this Platismo handheld VHF for a long time. I think we bought this before we even came back across the Atlantic in Spain. And it was a last second buy. We bought it from like
Decathlon.
We bought it from Decathlon. It worked okay. It was a cheapie. And it suited our purpose for the time, but the problem is it's very short range, and now I think there's stuff just going wrong with it. It randomly shuts off. It does all kinds of weird things. I think it's possessed.
I think it's gotten wet so many times.
Yeah, it is waterproof.
Yeah, but
I don't know what's wrong with it now, but so obviously in the interest of safety, it was time to upgrade our radio. Now this time when we went for a radio, paid a bit more attention to what we actually wanted in a handheld VHF. And a couple of things I wanted were a man overboard switch on the VHF, which is great. It also has built-in GPS so you can see your lat and long position. So with the built-in GPS, we can also program our MMSI into this. It's a little more powerful as well. So I'm expecting a little bit better range. And of course, it's 100% waterproof. It floats. It can go down to, I think, 1.5 meters, something like that. We'll still keep this one. It does work from time to time.
Difference here.
You can see the thickness. Beefier. It's a bit beefier. They're about the same size, a smidge taller.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit more powerful battery in it, so it should last a little bit longer. Not that this one was terrible. It is set up for international, so there are, from my understanding, some radios that are programmed only for Europe or only for the US. This will do global, which is, I think, really important. So yeah, super stoked. So I'm just setting this up while I've got it here. And of course, it's got all the little cool things. It's got a nice little charging docking station, which we didn't have before, and then all the usual charging doohickeys. So
nice.
So I'm gonna get this set up.
Okay.
So I guess for those that are interested, this is the RM40 model from Redivis, and yeah, these guys are pretty cool and very affordable. You get a lot of radio for a very good price, which is really interesting. So, all right, guys. So you remember last time I went up in the big truck, that bad boy there, and Jeff, the owner, and we went and picked that boat and brought it down, and I was just riding co-pilot. Well, this time I get to do something even more exciting. We're taking a wide load, which means you need those pilot cars, one in the front and one in the back to help keep the traffic away from the boat. I'm gonna be driving that one. I'll be the rear pilot car, so I'm gonna make sure no cars get in the way, while Jeff is taking the super wide power boat. We're gonna be taking 2 boats today. We're gonna be going, I don't know, from this place to this place, I don't know, but I'm gonna be the back pilot car. It's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna take you along the ride. Let's go. Well, that's it. Here we go. Boat's loaded up. We are now going. I'm about to follow Jeff and tuck right in behind him. Here we go.
Come on inside. You was MIA from the invite. Tryna give me daps with my hands tight. All I wish for, if you could go my way. Yeah, been had me from the start. You've been on my radar for too long. Want you to stay. You'd never say the word. I could give you the world, girl, won't you? Try me, I bet you gon' like it.
So that's it. We dropped off the first boat. It was a bit of a pain getting it in, but Jeff is an incredible truck driver. He got that in, no problem. We're gonna go back now, pick up the second boat. I'll show you how that one gets loaded and how we unload it and all that. Didn't get a chance to show you the first one because we were just so pumped for time. But this one we got a bit more time, so we'll show you how he does it and take you through the steps.
Ain't no other girl hotter than you, girl, you next up. All we gotta do, we could pick up where we left off. Always wanted you, baby, we can be the best us. Oh yeah. Been around the block, but I'm back cause you're the best out. Girl, I know you're tired cause the world don't got you stressed out. This is our chance, baby, don't you let it pass.
Start running away. There we go, straps are on the front, straps are on the back. How's she looking, F? Good. Yeah?
Give you the world, girl, won't you?
Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, we're on. Here you go. That's a 43-foot Hinckley. It's worth over $1 million, and we're gonna take it about 35 miles. Here we go. So my role as the rear pilot car is to ensure that no cars obviously come up the inside of Jeff when he's making a right-hand turn, and really just to provide a warning to drivers coming up from behind us that there is an oversized vehicle coming. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, what Jeff's doing is just phenomenal. There you go. We've arrived at Hinckley with the boat. Safe and sound. I'm just gonna put it in the shed. But that's it for today. It's been awesome. If you ever need a boat delivered, call up Jeff from C&C Ventures. They'll take care of you. All right, back to the boat. If you'd like to be a part of the journey and become a patron, go to the link you see here on the screen. Another way you can support us is by hitting that subscribe button.
Yeah. How you looking calm, baby, in spite of the body stretching out your pinstripe.